Hello everyone! This story is actually one of my favorites and my least favorite. Now before we get into this, one thing you guys probably didn't know about me is I like to ride dirt bikes. But this story roots from my first dirt bike I ever got, and it ultimately led to me getting knocked out. Now my first dirt bike was a small bike. It was small. Here's a picture on the screen of a bike of that size. I got it actually as a gift because I wanted one. I never rode one. And I live near an area where a lot of people ride bikes, dirt bikes. I wanted to fit in, you know? I wanted to fit right in. Right in. Yeah, to my surprise, I got a dirt bike. It was small, but it was great. It was just awesome. I got used to it. And my best friend, the one that went to the taco place with me, if you haven't seen that story, go check that joint out. It's up here. It's in the description. It's all everywhere. Began riding it with me. It was a great time. And we would ride up and down these, you know, let's call it tracks, I guess. We would ride up and down these tracks all day. It was amazing. We would spend days out there. But the bike took a turn for the worst and despised me. One day I was out there alone. I hit something, I flipped over the handlebars, and I sat there laughing for a minute because it was great. I mean, I turned the corner, I broke, I went and sat there for a minute, and it hurt, but I'm just glad to be alive, you know? Just a great day to be alive. But this bike also brings me through something else. My friend came out and we were riding the bike and we were going really fast. He's on the back of this small bike. This is a very small bike and we're both bigger kids. He drops his hat. It's his dad's hat, his dad's favorite hat. Lord knows why he has his dad's favorite hat on. Is he just stupid or something? And we're going pretty fast. And he's like, yo, stop, stop, stop. So I'm like, okay. And I couldn't stop because we were going so fast. I have the helmet on. He doesn't. We flip. We hit really hard. We crash. An hour later, he was like, yeah, dude, you were out for like a minute. And it was all fun because we were just laying there, we were laughing. He was like, yo, you were out for a minute. This bike knocked me out. Well, he left
him on the ground, laughing like he was just being stupid.
It was great. But that's not the end of it. It nearly kills me. It shakes my brain. It flips me over its tires. It kamikazed on itself. That's the exact term. Anyways, so my friend tells his brother to come try it out, and I'm like, yeah, he can come try it out. So we get this bike out. This is the third and final time this bike. So we get out there, we're riding the bike, everybody has their turn, and it's my turn, right? So we go down, and there's this concrete bridge. There's this concrete bridge that you just go and you ride under. I was riding fast as a mother jumper. Well, fast enough. I'm coming up on this bridge. And I'm probably like, from right here, I'm probably like 100 feet away. And I'm like, okay, I'm getting scared. My brake's not working, my foot brake. And my handbrake wasn't attached at the time. So I was up the handbrake. It was super dangerous, but I'm like, okay, I'm scared. I hit the wall, boom. My helmet cracked against the wall and it smashed against the wall. So I'm sitting there like in shock. Like I could have just died. Like if I didn't have the helmet on, I would have been dead. That's a fact. I mean, it was deadly. I'm not sure if I could have kids anymore, but I mean, if they did, they would love to hear the story, you know? But it's not over. So I'm like in pain, I'm like, all right, let's get out of here. So I try to move the bike. The front bike, these parts of the bike bent in from the collision. I'm like, oh my God, what am I gonna do?
What am I gonna do?
Yo, so I call my friend up, I'm like, yo, I'm down here, I just crashed with the bike. I need your help. He's like, what? So him and his brother come down. Well, his brother's older. And, you know, he was just there to try it out. Like, to think about it, he didn't even need to be there. So he gets down there, and we you know, I would say to where we need to get the bike to like get it repaired, or at least just to lay it to rest, is about a mile away. I mean, half a mile to a mile away because we're in the tracks. We have to get it out. There's just trees, tracks. It's pretty bad. I get one side, and my friend gets the other side of the handlebars, and we're walking this thing. And I look over, and I notice his brother's in the back dancing to Chief Keef. Chief Keef. And this bike's heavier than you think. That little bike was heavier than you think. And we're just moving it and we had to take breaks. This thing was very heavy. I would say, I mean, I was weak at the time. So I would say about like, it felt like it was 200 pounds at least. It was all like steel. So, I mean, it was pretty heavy. But we finally get it back. This dude's still dancing, you know, we get it back there. But that bike was laid to rest. Wow. I mean, I just recapped its whole life, you know? Talk about, that's the real Craigslist killer. Watch out for the bikes you get on Craigslist. All jokes aside, that bike was really fun to use, but that story is one that's gonna stick with me. Being knocked out, being almost killed, all on that same bike. pretty scary, but you know, it's cool to look back and be like, oh wow, you know, good time. That was one of my favorite stories, and you know, now since I'm doing this series, it's actually pretty fun to re-bring up these stories and talk about them again because it's a lot of fun. But anyways though, I love you all so much. If you want to see some more, let me know. I do plan on having one about once or maybe even 2 times a week if I'm feeling a little frequent. But I love you all so much, and I'm glad that you guys like these videos, and I am going to start a playlist probably after the next one. But yeah, I love you all so much. Like, comment, subscribe if you haven't before, and turn on your post notifications. It's important. Alright, I'll see you guys every other day. Bye.